Philadelphia freedom. Da-da-da. I love you. With my sister. Hello. We still have 30 seconds, but I already hit the button. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. If you're here in the chat, say where you're from. Because we are Connecticut Housewives.
And Housewives of Connecticut. We are a minute early.
Yeah. But let's sing our Philadelphia Freedom song. Philadelphia Freedom.
I'm in love.
Yeah, I forgot. Years ago, we were singing the whole thing and we knew the words, but now those words escape us. But
all we got is shine the light, shine the light. Won't you shine? Won't you shine the light?
Philadelphia freedom.
I love
you.
Yes, I do.
If you don't know that song, then this channel ain't for you.
Yes, it is.
Come on in. Say where you are in the chat. So we are definitely, hence the title, Connecticut Housewives. We were born and raised
Housewives of Connecticut.
And I am Nubia.
And I am Ajua.
Yes. So here we talk about gardening, we talk about elderly care, we talk about whatever we feel like, whatever new items we bought for the week. Sister Circle. So if you have a question you'd like to ask us, if you'd like to join the Sister Circle, just leave a comment below. Just come on in. You're welcome. So guess where I am today? Guess where I am, guys? Like our grandmother would say, ask me. So I am on this kind of sounds kind of geekish, but I am at a social media beach retreat. In North Carolina. Yesterday we did stretching and exercising on the beach. And today we did like a wacky workout with the person who's the facilitator of this place. And you know what? I'm having a fun time. Look, this is what we did on the beach, this type of thing. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then they hired a cook, and they hired a
culinary. You mean a chef or a culinary
they
consultant?
Hired a culinary chef, giving us like 3-course meals. Of course, I'm on what am I doing? I'm on the fasting thing in the morning. What's it called? Intermittent fasting. So I don't eat in the morning. I'll have a cup of tea, which this morning I didn't go down to have a cup of tea because I went to the exercise class at 9:00 on the beach. So hopefully I can, get it together and get these pictures so you can see them as we're talking next time. Just kind of flashes. I'm going to actually sit down with somebody tonight and show me how she does her B-roll, which means that you're talking and then you insert pictures as you're talking. So there's networking. There's people. There's lawyers and there's doctors and there's teachers and there's people who are just trying to figure it out, like myself. And this whole bunch of all of us are here, and it's very and so it's very fun. I am chilling. So the photo shoot, I was very nervous, even though you wouldn't think from our background, but you get older and you get a little bit more reserved and not as flashy and not as out there. So the photographers were helping us to come up with our poses, thank God. So we don't get those pictures probably until we get home because they have a lot of work to do with 39 to 36 women. I just let a dog walk by. Not yours, it was your granddaughter's. So what else do we have? We had the photographer, we had the chef, and a masseuse. So all of us got it. They were in a tight ship military kind of schedule, man. They fit everybody in. So that was nice to get another hour. Girl, it was an hour-long massage.
No way.
Yeah, right here.
Those are the best. It has to be at least an hour to an hour and a half. I actually feel like they got, they get in there and get everything relaxed.
Exactly. So so this has been wonderful. And they said she's like, if you want to come and not do a darn thing, then you can do that too. But I had to come and make some social connections. And she had
and she had a room with you. I would have split half the cost just to sit there and do nothing.
Nope, that's not it. It's the full course, and everybody gets their own room. Everybody gets their own room. Everybody gets their own bathroom.
What? Heck yeah!
Next year, she said she might do a year. a week earlier in May next year. So we'll have to talk about that because this is like Passover week right now. So
yeah.
But and then she had a whole table of stickers, a whole table of stickers. So this one says less Monday, more summer. I like it. I'm sure it's probably backwards, right? You can't. It probably looks backwards. The letters.
Hold it up like this because you don't have my glasses on. Oh, yeah.
Is it backwards or can you read it?
Oh, it's backwards.
The letters
are backwards.
Okay. Yeah, there's somewhere on here. There's a button to reverse that, but I don't know how to do that, so we're not going to mess up. I don't want to accidentally click us off of here. So
let's not practice here.
She has there's a whole manual with a binder on your bed when you get here.
It's an itinerary, darling.
Girl, the beach retreat. And then and then for the photo shoot, then she does a photo shoot that gives you some ideas of how to pose.
Oh.
Like you see people doing this kind of stuff on like Instagram and TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
And this kind of, I didn't do it like that, but I could do that. So I mean all that, and then she gave you a notebook with your own name on it. I mean, okay, if anybody's coming next time but also look, it's obvious my last name, but whatever, Nubia.
So, all right, Nubia.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And wait, I gotta show you this. 1 second.
It's like, wait, there's more.
Wait, there's more.
These are like mini Slim Jims. Delicious.
Yummy. Look at
mini
this.
Slims.
Look at this bathroom to take home. I don't even have to steal it. And we don't steal, but I don't even have to steal it. But look, my name is girl.
Yeah.
And the giver just keeps on giving.
Amazing.
Girl. Just for the freebies alone. I mean.
I might just come next year just because.
You know what I'm saying? Just do. And it's just fun just to be fun.
So your daddy takes your T-bird away, huh?
Oh, her branding colors are pink. Got the soap going on here. Can't read it. And then this is not something I would normally do, but this is all in fun. Because everything that she does has a unicorn attached to it.
Okay.
It's all nice and flowy and fun. So I mean, I'm having a good time. I have to remember to come to my room and just like shut her down. Because there's a class like every 30 minutes going on right now. And I'm like, well, I can't leave, I can't leave my mama and my sister hanging. For my live audience. So yeah, I'm learning some fun things. And during my photo shoot, the lady who was just ahead of me, she has a wine business. So she had her wine out there. She poured her wine and she was taking pictures of it, swirling the wine. And I said, Natalie, what are you going to do with that wine glass? Because she didn't sip off of anything. Ta-da!
What?
So for all you Christians out there, everything in moderation, dear. Everything in moderation, darling. So I'm going to take a sip. I'm sure that wasn't like, the way you do it. But anyway, so it's all fun. Fun. What's that song?
You got the Rojo Beach. You got the Vino. You first.
No, I was saying, fun. Let your daddy take the T-bird away. Okay. Exactly. Yeah. So what were you saying?
So I did not realize that there was another word for like red. Like when you're talking like red wine. We always say rojo, right?
Yeah,
yes. It's tinto.
In Spanish?
Tinto.
Okay. Nice.
So learn something new. Well, I do lingo a little bit.
So while I was in drove from Connecticut to Virginia. So I'm on this holistic plan that you know about, and I've been talking about it. And got to Virginia, all them 4 pounds, the 6 pounds that I lost, I put on 2, because you can't go to your mama's house and not eat them, slap your mama, everything. So
I totally agree.
And at one point, I stopped at one of those off the road highway service stations where they have the bathroom, all the food, and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay. I brought my own food, my own salad, all that kind of stuff with me. So I ate that in the car during the torrential downpour of rain. But I did go in and I bought immunity booster. And so instead of drinking the whole thing every day that I'm here, I take a sip. And I still drink my regular stuff because I'm not sick. But it's preventive medicine. So, of course, when you think of immunity booster, it has ginger and turmeric in it. So I love these things. I buy them at home, too.
Oh, sure enough. Oh, yes. I actually just saw that on TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, really? So over the years, I've had them. I think I probably even still have 2 in my refrigerator at home. But I just take a little shot. And then I have, today's Tuesday. So I have Wednesday. And then I leave on Thursday. And then I drive back to our mother's house. And most of the ladies flew into Norfolk. And then my husband takes a train. He's going to be taking a train from Connecticut. That sounds so suburban, but whatever. My husband's taking the train to Virginia to meet me, and then we're going to drive back to Connecticut ourselves together.
Nice.
But we don't have to say what the stop is right now.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun. I drove up here by myself. I was the big girl. Look, so me driving from Connecticut to Virginia, which I think I've only done once before in my life. And so my sister stayed awake, my husband stayed awake, and my mother stayed awake. Nobody slept until I got home. So I got into my mother's house and drove down that. I love that little rocky stone driveway in the country. So,
and for the record, her mother is my mother. We have the same biological parents, by the way. So she says my, she means us. Okay.
Yes, sorry. We do that. My mother, but our mother, and she has 2 other children that we love dearly, our siblings.
Yes.
So this was so fun. I mean, we have to figure out a way to do this. Maybe not necessarily in the States, but we need to find a place overseas. I would love to do it in Africa because there's so many different places there where we can make it holistic. We can make it build your business. We can make it learn how to turn on YouTube, whatever. Just travel to a place and have a retreat like this. That would be super cool.
Well, we've been talking for years about going to Usa Village, in Honduras. I still want to do that.
Yeah, and maybe we should go there first to see how they do it.
Yeah.
And have a retreat like that. Because I just, if somebody can go on vacation, have lots of fun, come back, their cortisol level is low, and then lose some weight at the same time.
Come on now. Yes.
You cannot get any better than that.
What?
Okay. So for the people who will want to watch this later on, okay, you know what? And we just learned another thing I learned in class, which I know is that people they love to follow people, and it's not because of your perfectionist,
right?
It's because of your imperfections.
Thank goodness.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so here I am. I had this photographer, 2 different photographers inside, and I went outside to take a picture also by the pool, nearly fell in. And girl, that would have been funny. I would have kept on going. Because I would have came up out that water like.
Okay, the black bold Eric, right?
You know what I'm saying? And so I said, can you do me a favor? Can you take a picture on this side? Because I don't have my tooth in on this side. My flipper tooth is not there. That's why I bought the imperfection stuff. And the funny thing is, the lady who's the coordinator of this, she's done 11 of these beach retreats, like 2 or 3 a year. And she said, girl, I don't have one on that side either. She says, girl, you can buy a flipper tooth on Amazon.
Shut up.
You could buy. We stayed up a little bit late last night. There was maybe 12 of us, 15 of us sitting around the table talking to the people, talking to our lady. And she said, a girl beside her said that you can buy a flipper tooth on Amazon. I didn't even look. I was tired last night. I went to bed. I was like, how? Yeah. And so the coordinator, she said, oh, Nubia, you go on and check it out, and I'll buy both of us a flipper tooth. I'm like, girl, please. And don't play with me, because I'm gonna go search it out. And I'm out.
You better get that information back to her while you're still there.
She said it in front of 15 people. Though. I love you. Eden, you're so pretty. She knows what I'm talking about. I love her.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's been a blast. It's been a really good time. And, absorbing it all, taking, oh girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then at 3:00, it's my turn to teach the 3 steps of how to start a podcast with your telephone. You don't need $10,000 worth of equipment.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a whole. So I'm glad that by the time we get off of here,
yeah.
Usually we have a whole lot more to go. Okay, we had been on for 15 minutes. Seems like it's longer. But by the time I get off of here and freshen up a little bit, it'll be time for me to go and run and teach the class. But the women here are so down to earth. Again, I don't have to be a perfectionist. All I have to do is give you my 3 steps and make it last 30 minutes. But I can sidetrack that thing. We can be talking about a whole bunch of stuff. I'll do like I did in high school to get that half a point from your teacher, and then when you didn't do the homework, you brought up a topic that you knew that they would trail off on for 15 minutes before the bell rang.
Extra credit, baby. High
five. You asked them a question just before they're gonna ask you a question, and next thing you know, the bell's ringing. Oh, gotta go.
And the funny thing is, I didn't even care about extra credit until after I went to college.
And even when I was in business school, I was like, I need that quarter of a point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We need to barter, and you need to give me at least a half a point for that.
I love it. So tell me about your sister locks, because didn't you have something happen recently?
You're gonna have to prompt me. You're gonna have to start me off, girl.
Didn't you just get your hair done?
Girl, that was so. What happened? I forgot. Tell my story. I'll jump in.
You get the sister locks done again. Why are these?
I did go get my sister locks done again, but I remember the story now.
Yeah. I'm doing good to remember that part.
Oh, Jesus. But anyhow, I've had so many news stories since then. That one got suppressed and moved back. I don't even remember what it was. Maybe we got some time. It'll pop up. It'll tell me.
Yeah. So anyway, let's talk about hair for a second. So sister locks.
All right.
I started mine
on 3. 1.
Oh, that's good. 2, 3.
Oh, shake on 3.
So I started mine. I started mine after yours, and so
I had to beg you for like 3 years because I had mine for 4 years.
I had to see how yours goes first before I actually went there. So I'm just saying.
Look at you. Look at you.
So there's that.
Nothing now.
I mean, you just can't. I mean, just because you want me to jump off a bridge. I mean, I didn't know what there's something underneath me to catch me or whatever.
You took my hand and said, "Jump." I'm going with you.
Not
a dangerous. The Lord knows us, but seriously, if you were urgently, if it was urgent and you said, "The Lord said, give me your hand, let's go."
Amen. Amen. So I wanted to thank you also. Okay, so that was Sister Locks. Yes. So I will be 2 years come November 8th of this year.
Yay!
So it hasn't been 2 years yet. Yeah. So this is what, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. I have 7 more months. So I 17 months in.
Girl, you know how long your hair can get by November? Isn't that exciting though?
It is.
So it really is free. The lady who did my hair, she said that she was thinking about doing it for her daughter. Her daughter's 11 years old. I said, do it. I said, the initial sticker price is a shock.
Yeah.
But and then it's 23 hours or so because I went home and came back. I think did you go home and come back too?
No, girl. I toughed it out the whole entire time. Couldn't feel my back, my butt, nothing.
Well, I had to drive back an hour. Mine lives an hour away from me, so I had to drive an hour home, and after 13 hours, drive back to be back at 6 o'clock in the morning the next day, and that was another 12 hours, and then I was done. So that the time and the price, but it's well worth it. And then you go back every 6 to 8 weeks if you're my sister, or closer to 3 to 4 months. But no, I'm trying to go a lot sooner. And so that can be a shock price, but the amount of money that we spend on hair oil and hair grease and hair products and shampoo
perms and dyes and everything else.
Yeah.
Right.
And styles in between. I mean,
styles in between.
Go ahead on and just treat yourself,
Treat yourself. Yes, I do. So, but and it's funny talking about hair. I cannot believe how many people are just loving my salt and pepper. They asked me, did I dye my hair that way? I'm like, absolutely not.
I earned every single strand. Yeah, I was telling somebody while you're here today. I said, yeah, my sister's here, salt and pepper-ish more.
Yeah.
And I said, and I tried to join some Facebook groups for women over 60, and they kicked me out. They didn't allow me to come in because my hair is not salt and pepper enough. I'm like, that's just rude.
That is discrimination, and it's rude. Okay?
That's hair discrimination.
Not to mention the fact that, let's just say that just says that you had a little less stress in your life than I had. And amen for you, right?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I told the lady when I was doing my photos, and I said, she said that face that you just said looked like I didn't know what I'm doing. I'm like, because I don't know what I'm doing. I was going like, I don't know what I did. But she said, you look like you don't know what you're doing. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then I said, I'm trying to go get with my inner homeschooling mom, Connecticut suburban. I said, she said, no, I want you to see Boss Babe. And I said, yeah, well, I was a veteran. I said, but that was like more than 30 years ago. I have to I have to go 30 years back. She said, okay, give it to me. So I said, sometime before the end of this session, I'm going to do a kick. I'm going to take this leg and I'm going to kick it up in the air. And she's like, okay, I want to see that. So, and then, and then we were crying. Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. As my grandmother would say, oh, shut up.
Great grandma.
Yeah, great.
Okay, yeah. So I tell you that our sister told us that they are killing us, like even with everything but cheese. She was telling me to wash the cheese off because it has toxins in it that can cause. Don't quote me. I'm not a doctor, and I can't recall exactly what she said, but I want to say she said it causes cancer or dementia. Dementia. It's in the cheese, some kind of chemical.
Girl, you can't wash that stuff up. You just need to give it up and not eat it. Seriously, girl, you can't.
When I was washing the cheese to make pop scrambled eggs this morning, girl, can I just tell you that there was some kind of fuzzy film? I said, I washed it a few times because that fuzzy film took a minute for it to come off. And then I had it inside of a paper towel. So after I got done, I just kind of squeezed it. And girl, you couldn't even tell that it didn't get soggy and bleh because I used cold water, right? But there's stuff on there. If it doesn't just, So be careful. Even if you're going to eat cheese, be careful of the product. The companies that might be using could be putting something toxic in there. So try to go as natural as possible if you're going to go cheese. But wrung it out, girl. And that cheese came out perfectly in those scrambled eggs.
I don't think that we're live. I think that we are. Can you check on a different channel? I don't think we're live. I think that we are. We're recording.
We're recording.
We're just recording. We're not live. Because I'm like, where is
it? It says live studio, so I don't know.
Well,
let me bring my laptop.
Let me see. Let me check on my phone because I'm like, where is the chat button? There's no button for chat.
Lord Jesus, Lord,
help us to hold out. Lord, help me to hold out. Lord, help me. And there was no button saying we're gonna have to stop and do 30 more minutes of live because I'm like, how did I just tell everybody downstairs that I'm going to do a live and I ain't nowhere? We ain't even on, girl.
Let me go get my laptop while you figure this thing out. We're at 23 minutes and 35 seconds in. Seriously?
I know, right?
So post this one and then give me 1 minute to come back downstairs.
All right.
Okay. Right. Unbelievable. Oh God, Sherry.
It's not unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I was wondering why we haven't seen anybody jump on. No, certainly not. Content. Let me see. Okay. We're going to have to end it here, people, and come back on. 23 minutes in. That's funny. Okay. I see absolutely nothing. All right. I love it. This is what happens when you're over a certain age. But anyway. Hey, Scotty. Hey, Scotty. Scotty. Hey, Scotty. Okay. Well, I'm waiting for my sister to come back, and then I need to go. Let me start another screen.
I'm recording with me. I'm not the computer person.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so I'll just send you another link and we'll start all over again. Well, thank you guys for watching this pre-recorded session, and then we'll do the live 30 minutes of a live. That is funny. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, I'm stopping off now. We can give each other a really quick call if you want to, or just wait for the link.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. Ciao for now. Thank you for watching. What did we say?
Peace. Peace.
Love.
Peace. Love.
And blessings.
Got the one hand busy.